The dream is real. It is your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, reporting live from Love Land, a safe place on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited today to introduce you to my illustrious panel of superheroes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Latia, straight out of surgery. Ashley, what's happening? Yeah. Well, we not no BBLs around here, baby.
Even if it was, y'all see her, she big fine.
You looking good, and keep those round of applause going for the beautiful and tasty red lip, Dr. Sugar. Round of applause.
Hey y'all.
Round of applause for my Dr. Sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, keep the round of applause going for my brother from another mother. They call him Teule. Teule, what's happening, champ?
Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate it. The father in Atlanta has me on a cocaine bench.
Yeah, it did. Listen, bro. Listen, if you are not in Atlanta, please pray for us. It is not, I was just in the smoothie line and it looked like the desert storm had went past, literally, because you know, like the thing was blocking, but it's bad down here. So pray for us in Atlanta. The pollen is real. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to share something with you. This episode is called Monkey See, Monkey Do. And we've been talking about this on several different episodes. You know, we talk about the similarities in music. You know, like, I mean, it's cookie cutter. It's like, you know, back in the day, even when you went and got Puff Daddy for the remix, you still got your own remix. You know what I mean? It's damn it's like the same drum pattern and their beat. You know what I mean? But needless to say, there's a lot of similarities across different genres and different businesses that are just cookie cutter and not authentic. But I saw something yesterday and Tiffany posted it, and it was a promo for Gamma. It was Gamma, right, Tiff? Gamma is Larry Jackson's new record company, entertainment, content, conglomerate, whatever it is, right? And if you do not know who Larry Jackson is, he was a bigwig executive at Apple, and now he is spreading his wings. I want to play this clip for you if you haven't seen it, so we can break down Monkey See, Monkey Do.
Thank you for helping make entertainment what it is today. Millions of songs, images, and videos stream to your devices with maximum efficiency. They now own all of music, every artist, and every creative, for lack of a better word. Because what can they do about it? Nothing. What's been missing is greater control, greater transparency, and greater compensation. But we have an idea, a complete thought, a paradigm shift. Over time, you will understand. But please keep consuming. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a couple things.
Damn.
And I definitely want to get your opinion. First of all, I don't know if you ever seen the movies back in the day where they had like the thing that just mind control. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a mind control thing. The thing would either be you hear words and the mouth wasn't moving or whatever, and it was telling you, it was giving you the sign. It was about to take your whole soul. This monkey, the monkey, y'all, the monkey.
I'm sick of it already. I'm so tired.
No, hey, Sugar, the monkey with the symbol though. So the whole time the man, you know, now let me just break down my interpretation of the monkey, y'all. The monkey was for black folk. I really feel like the monkey was for black folks. And I felt like the symbol was the same shit over and over again. We keep putting ourselves in the same predicament over and over again. And I felt like the messaging, and I don't know if you heard it all the way, but he said at the end, keep consuming, but then wake up popped. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking he's saying, come on, black folk, get about your own way, right? On some level. Then it's,
okay.
Come on, black folk, own your content. Come on, black folk, you know what I'm saying? Be the bosses. You create the music, you create the culture, but you don't own it. And I feel like he is either saying, and then I want your interpretation. He is either saying that there's a place that exists that you can have all these superpowers and own your own things and all these things? Or what do you guys think he's saying? We'll start with you, Sugar, because you had the face of life when that thing dropped, child.
Well, I mean, first of all, I feel like I was being hypnotized.
Right.
And I did not see it from the perspective that you're saying, but then you making me think, like, is that what it was?
So what did you think it was, though? Because, I mean, everybody's getting different things.
It felt like hypnosis.
Yeah.
And then it felt like I didn't know exactly what to listen to or whether to take it seriously or to try to tune it out so I didn't get hypnotized. It was just a lot.
Yeah, well, baby, he raised $1 billion for this company. Okay, so somebody's taking something seriously. Latia, you're a music aficionado. Come on. What are you getting from that offer? I thought it was genius. I mean, just to even come with a monkey and you a black man took a lot of guts. What do you think, Latia?
Well, the fact that he used a monkey, that maybe is referring to us because, our culture of music is where we tend to see more replicas, if you would say that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was a bit, hypnotizing, I guess, the chimes. And I'm trying to, look at the monkey, listen to what he's saying. Yeah. And then he looking at the things clashing and stuff. So I didn't even know what to focus on. But at the same time, I get the message and I hope it was well received,
Right.
So I think it's pretty much talking about originality, like give more. You know what I'm saying? So
give more, own more. It just seemed like, Taylor, what do you think? Let me get your perspective and then we'll come in with a doozy.
It's almost like he's using reverse psychology.
Come on, man.
Like he's saying, like, wake up. I'm gonna get you out of this trance. I'm gonna get you guys back into ownership. I'm gonna get you out of this trance of having to follow trends. Like, we are gonna be the trendsetters. That's what it seems like to me. Because right now, the culture is in a hypnotic state.
Right.
Where everybody wants to follow what's hip, right? Instead of being original.
And creative.
So it's almost like he's saying, get out of this trance and get into this new trance. That's how I took it.
Yeah. I don't even want to give him the credit I'm about to give him because I think he hated on me once upon a time when Bozeman and St. John wanted to bring me to Apple. Never really met him like that. Everything I've seen that he's done though has been stellar. I'm not a hater at all. Even if you hated on me, Larry Jackson, I don't know if you did or not, but you can call me because I think this is genius. The fact that the man had a monkey. Let's just focus on what the monkey symbolizes, right? Monkey see, monkey do, evil, hear no evil, see no evil. All the things that you ever seen with a monkey in this sepia tone colored thing with the clapping of the cymbal just was, it was genius because we are, y'all. Like we are we are an enslaved mental generation. Enslaved-minded generation. That everything we do, and I'm gonna put myself into it, because child, as I come out this niggerdom, you know what I'm talking about, and we might have an episode called Niggerdom very soon. You heard what he said.
You heard what he said.
No, niggerdom. It's hard. I'm coming out of niggerdom myself. And if listen, y'all, and please be honest with yourself. At this point in our lives, just be honest with yourself. You know you ignorant as fuck too. It ain't just me.
That's right.
It ain't just me. And I am coming up out of niggerdom, and when I saw that, I'm like, yes. To your point, Latia, to your point, Sugar, when you were like hypnotized, I want to be hypnotized. I want to be taken out of the niggerdom forever.
As long as he's black and breathing, he's got nigger in him.
I don't want to think about the dumb shit I celebrated. I'm trying. So when I saw the monkey dancing a jig, he wasn't moving. He was like Biggie on stage, but when Biggie was on stage, baby, Biggie ain't had to move. He rocked back and forth on your motherfucking ass and hypnotized you, pun included. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, it literally took me like I was like, I'm tired of the nigga shit. Like, I don't know what was going through my mind. Just seeing the monkey. Okay, so I'm off the monkey. I'm on to the message. He said, wake up. To your point, Sugar, to your point, it was almost like you would hear it, because you ain't really hear what he said. Tell the truth. I played it for you. You ain't hear it.
I didn't.
Okay, play it again.
Thank you for helping make entertainment what it is today. Millions of songs, images, and videos streamed to your devices with maximum efficiency. They now own all of music, every artist, and every creative, for lack of a better word. Because what can they do about it? Nothing. What's been missing is greater control, greater transparency, and greater compensation. But we have an idea, a complete thought, a paradigm shift. Over time, you will understand. But please keep consuming. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And the fact that you couldn't really understand it, like we just had to really intently listen to that. And I'm glad I played it again. But he said, thank you for making the entertainment business what it is today. Right? At the beginning. And again, that's like, yeah, we got here, we here. You know what I mean? We here, we making money, we're providing opportunity. But then I'm thinking, as a black man, that's really bold. Like that, I mean, that's really bold to call your people, and I do it all the time here on TKBS Nation on my platform. I call people out to make people better. I feel like he was calling us out to make us better, and I want to hate on him for the fact that I think he hated on me. Okay? And I'm gonna say that for the last time. Look at Sugar. She's trying to get me straight.
Thank you.
Okay. But my point is, I can't find nothing like wrong with this. And I keep, the more I break it down, the more we re-listen, it's genius to me. It's like, y'all been in the warp. Y'all been in this lull, what's that shit in between heaven and hell? Don't let me get spiritual on me. Don't let me go to church. What's purgatory? You've been in purgatory.
Purgatory.
You've been in purgatory this whole time.
You girl said earth.
Yeah. Who said earth? Latia. Hold on.
She don't want to be in church alone.
Shoot your toilet with that gun.
Okay.
What's up?
Are you ready?
Yes, come on.
Okay, now that I heard
You heard it.
the visualization, I believe, was to grab your attention for sure. And to make you be like, what is he talking about? And then it's like, okay, now let me listen to the words. And then it's like, what is this message? And then it's like, okay, so he did all of this to do this. So you know how sometimes whenever people put up videos on social media or on, YouTube, and they'll put up a title that literally has nothing to do with the video, clickbait.
Yeah.
That whole thing was clickbait for sure. Because the still of it is gonna be that monkey. Yeah. But looks like it has like a duckbill platypus. It's very intriguing.
The
like
duck,
it looked
the
like
duck
it had
monkey.
A duckbill platypus like right here.
The monkey
and then
duck.
It's playing the cymbals, and then it's a monkey, and then it's like, wait a minute. What is this? So it definitely grabs your attention, especially once you realize you're not being hypnotized. So once you realize you're awake and you can hear the words. Yeah. So I think that the point of the whole thing was to pull you in so that you could have conversations about it.
Got it. Latia, you about to say something, baby?
Yeah, so from listening to that recording for a second time, I like how he gave what the problem was, but then he offered solutions. He said, what's missing is transparency. What's missing is this. So, he didn't just identify what the issue was. He also gave solutions and told you guys, like, hey, this is what I think is missing. These are some solutions to wake you guys up, and then wake up. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's genius, because the music business has never been transparent. There's always been something behind the scenes. Yesterday I went to dinner with Kenya Barris, and we were literally catching up, talking about, old times, and Shakir Stewart, one of our mutual great friends, there were a lot of things about him I did not know. And yesterday, before I met with him, I was in the nail salon, and they have a TV One special on Shakir, like the last days of Shakir's life. And I was bugging him, like, nobody I knew from the piece I saw, I haven't seen it all. And Tiffany, please help me find it on TV One. I want to share it with the nation, but because I want y'all to know Shakir. He was an amazing human. But I don't even know if this is an example of him or represents him properly. I just saw it, and I saw TV One in the lower third right-hand side. I was like, oh, this shit is on TV. I got to see it. So anyway, when I'm talking to Kenya last night, we're catching up, there were so many things that I did not know, but that I addressed even on my documentary about who I thought was involved, right? And I look at, like, you know, he was working with L.A. Reid, and like, how didn't L.A. Reid call myself or Chris Hicks or Ryan Glover or Leo or even Kenya, you know, Bears, to like his partners to be like, yo, he's not good. He was in his office for 2 days straight, didn't go home and change, you know, or there was real drama and there was a lot of other pieces to the puzzle. But I guess I'm bringing all that to say is that the business has never been transparent. It's always been to hold something that carrot in front of your face. It's always been, let me dangle this over you. Let me put you in a trick bag, actually. And the sad thing has been done by black men as much as it's been done by white men. You hear what the words that coming out of my mouth? That's why this thing is genius to me. But I thought Larry was on the other side of the fence, to be honest with you. And like, to hear that, I'm like, this sounds amazing. Like, it sounds like a place where creatives can own their content and have a certain level of autonomy and creativity that this traditional business doesn't have. Now, they make you think.
Exactly.
They make you think. And to tell you, I want you to come through with a word, but they make you think you have autonomy. They make you think that you have. But no, they let you do the dumb nigga shit that you do because they're making gazillions of dollars on you being dumb, being, you know, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Perpetuating, you know, drug culture that's not weed and the flower children spreading drug culture, but literally take these designer drugs to break your organs down and kill you by the age of 25. But Taylor, don't you find it interesting, though, that we are the creators of this form of music? We are the inspiration for all things culture, anything, black, white, and different, but we still, you know what I'm saying, monkey see, monkey do?
Yeah, I think to me, that's what his message was. It was a duality to the message, which was, I'm gonna speak one to these vultures who are a part of the culture, who are simply here to just take, right? This is not about racism, anything like that, but especially for white individuals who are a part of hip hop, don't really understand the culture, but they understand the economic dynamics of the culture.
Yes.
They are the ones who have really ruined and pushed, you know, certain agendas within the culture, the subculture, right? So, for instance, like, drill music doesn't become drill music as big as it is unless you have these execs who put it out, right?
It doesn't become a form unless it's popular. Yeah.
Right. You gotta blame. Who are these individuals? It's like you blamed Kyrie for posting a link, but you kept your Amazon subscription.
Right.
I think that's what he's speaking to. Like, hey, it's time for us to wake up for these vultures who have just literally been sucking the culture dry, making
facts
billions of dollars off of a culture they really don't know anything about.
Yeah.
It's like when I looked at your documentary and the white guys, they're like, hey, I got Old Dirty, you know, his best interest at heart. Like, how? You don't know nothing about Wu. You don't know nothing about the culture. You don't know what our style is, how we dress, how we talk, but you got his best interest at heart. Like, you a damn liar.
Why you trying to turn me up? Like, you got me thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to
No, but you're right, though. And I want to say this, too. As a part of the promotion, they announced 3 artists. I think it was it Usher, Rick Ross, and Snoop, I think, right? Is that confirmed? Okay, so it was those 3 artists. And for me, though, the only thing I got from the thing that I didn't get from the association with those artists is revolutionary. Like, I felt like the messaging, the brainwashing, the hypnotics that Latia and Sugar mentioned, I thought that was like to get the new creatives in a mindset. Like, I felt like that was like a new day upon us, and we could, you know what I mean? But then when I saw that, I'm like, that's the same old game. But then I'm like, you can't invest all that money in them. No disrespect to them, but they are legends and they could tour for the rest of their lives on their catalogs. There's no upward movement outside of content. Now, mind you, let's redefine the game, but I'm talking about as we know it today. Usher's gonna do his residencies. He's gonna do his $2-3 million gigs for very influential people. But music, right? That, and I'm saying this, music is a young man's game. Music is a young man's game from the standpoint of we need that new and fresh to keep the engine going. We need that, you know what I'm saying, injection that keeps everybody honest and inspired. So he invests immediately into elder statesmen that, and again, please, y'all don't take what I'm saying out of context. I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, these brothers are legends. They will do what they're doing for the rest of their life. And yes, they can make more music, but I'm saying the growth of anything is the youth. The youth have to be, you know what I'm saying, they have to be encouraged to create. That's what it seemed like to me when I watched this. So what do y'all think about that though? Because these youngins, to be honest, they're doing their own thing. They're creating their own movements, whether we like it or not. And it's thriving on some levels because you got artists that don't have any radio play or any, from what we see as promotion or presence, selling out 4,000 seaters, 5,000 seaters. So I get confused because on one hand, the youngins are doing it. They're not waiting on us for nothing. But then, you know what I mean? They don't have the resources and things that Gamma is now bringing, or future companies like Gamma is bringing. So how do y'all feel about that dynamic, and what should youngins do?
Right.
Sugar?
So what I think is, with the younger artists, they appeal to younger audiences, right? So it's like the older artists, even though their catalog is good, they might not really be in the same mindset or whatever to make new music that's still good for the current audience. They might still be good for their former audience. I was watching an interview the other day, and Waka was saying something about that. He was just like, why I need to make new music? My old music is still good.
Right.
And I can still do whatever I need to do with my old music. And I have nothing in common with these new artists.
Right.
So there's no need for me to try to collab and do this. And he was like, you know, and that popped up in my head immediately when you were talking about the new artists, because they really are doing their own thing.
For real.
And even though they are heavily influenced by old artists, they really got their own thing. So when it comes to resources, they probably not gonna feel like they want to pull from that because they want to be able to do their own thing regardless. They don't want to have to listen to nobody.
Right.
They don't want to have to make sure they do this, and this. They want to do what they want to do, and that's it.
That's it. And to be honest, and who gives a fuck what we think? That's how they move, which I respect. But if you come to a youngin', you know what I'm saying, an inspired creative with the type of backing of $1 billion or an opportunity to like really, you know, help propel you. But what is propelling today? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand, the function of the company too, right? Because you could buy up catalog. I think that was one of the functions. There are things you could do with this company where they obviously understand their bottom line. We're going to, you know, you see all these artists selling their catalogs. Metro Boomin just got 70 million. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre just got 100-something million. They were saying last night at dinner too, how he only get 110 million if Metro Boomin got 70? I said, because Dr. Dre ain't owned none of his publishing until goddamn 2 weeks ago. So he
but
probably
also, Metro Boomin didn't sell. I don't think he sold all of his. It was only a portion.
No, but the point I'm making is they're making these deals based on finances now. People understand how life is fleeting and how things are happening. They want the money. I could do with 70 million now, and then by the time I work off X, Y, and Z, shit, I can make me another 140 million. It's like an NBA contract. That's how I see them doing the publishing thing. But on another note, I think that, and Teule, I want to know what you think. I think that we're in a peculiar place because the importance of catalog is always going to be a necessity, because as long as music is the underline for shows, movies, whatever, they'll always make money. So I get that. So you got to really have long money to play the long game. But for us creatives who want it now, you know what I mean, who know there's a time limit to get on, because I think we're extending that time limit. Our generation is, because at 50 years old, it was a rap back in the day. Now you get, so no, I'm serious. So you will continue to find, I mean, if you look at the old man that dresses and all that fly shit on the internet, that man was probably, I'm going to a senior home soon. It is in every designer, whatever, and people pay him to put on them brands. I'm dead serious. So I'm just saying, like, things are being extended. The time limits and constraints that were put on generations prior is being extended. So what are we doing? Is it content What is the thing? Because I don't think it's just music.
There's no balance. Like the older generation, besides Jay-Z, right? He's probably the only artist that still sounds current or does things that are current in the culture. A lot of times, I've listened to some other artists who are legends. Excuse me. Then you hear their music and you're like, that ain't it, Chief. Like, that is not it. Or you'll see them doing like a podcast. You're like, that ain't it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have it. Whereas the younger generation is branching out. Like, they're not just rap. It's rap, clothing, podcast, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there has to be a balance though, because you don't want the inmates running the asylum.
But Taylor, you weren't even listening to me. I said, what is it? Because it ain't just music. Like, what is the thing?
It's everything.
Yeah, no, he's not saying that. He was trying to bring a whole nother point to the table that we wasn't even talking about. He's like, we need balance because the balance in the universe, the equilibrium of the pollen currently in Atlanta is offset. But
cocaine, man.
But to your point though, and I want you to answer this, but to your point of what you were answering, that wasn't what I asked you. Sugar said it best. Waka realizes that Waka Flocka has songs he can perform for the rest of his life. And I think that's what many artists are. So to your point, I think that's how balance is created, because at a certain point, you're gonna go do a residency in Vegas if you have that many hits. Usher is making probably more money now doing a residency. So yes, but I'm asking you the question, Taylor, and then I want you, Latia, to come in. What do you think it is? Because it's not just music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing these deals based on many different things. But what is gonna be the thing? Because music, I don't know if you hear me. This is one of the reasons I want to do Monkey See, Monkey Do, but I don't feel music is as important as it used to be. Now, that's a crazy thing to say, but it's really not, because over the last 10 years, you probably couldn't name 10 songs that resonated with you in the way that music resonated with us when we grew up. From our mamas, Ain't No Mountain High Enough with Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, to Earth, Wind and Fire, Reasons, to I Think of You on Two Occasions by The Deal, Encore, whatever it was, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Happy Feelings, Golden Time. You can't even go 10 years back and give me records like I was spitfiring records. So what is the thing, y'all? Because I don't know if that's ever coming back. I don't know if people are ever making that music again. I don't even know if they care to. I don't even know if consumption is there. Latia, what you think?
I think that the people that were making the music back then that our parents and our grandparents would listen to, that would just kind of hit your soul, and it's like cooking a pot of turkey neck bones and it's falling off the bones. They had less distractions. They had time to sit and savor in the moment, to feel what was going on.
Sit and savor.
I think that you got to sit, because to me, music is like a meal. You want to enjoy it. You could, you know what I'm saying? It's just different. I think for anybody, whether it's music, culture, fashion, or whatever, being able to tap into who you are and learning that you can be a cute copy, but it's nothing like a good original. I think that that when you know who you are, and when you know that not one snowflake is the same, not one thumbprint is the same, you shouldn't have to wrestle with the fear of being your own true self out of fear of being judged or getting the lashes of opinions on your back. Back then, they didn't have social media. They didn't have 4,000 and 5,000 millions of people that could say thumbs up and thumbs down. They just did what felt good. And if you liked it, great. You went, to the show, and if you didn't like it, you didn't deal with it. But they didn't have as much noise as we had. So I think that's what's changed the recipe of what making good music is. Because it's like, how can this compete in today's market? How does this, are you going to wear this? But to take this somewhere and bring it back, remember the rubber red boots that came out recently?
Jesus Christ, hold on.
Here's why I don't want to shoot the boots. I don't want to shoot the boots.
You have to burn the boots. You have to shoot the boots and burn the boots.
Well, here's why.
You got the fucking boots, Latia?
I don't have the boots.
She ordered them. They on back order.
Right.
Yeah, they're on back order. No, but here's why. I respect the fact that somebody did something that was so original, out of the box, that nobody else had done, and they just threw it out there. And
I would rather thugs dress. Okay, I would rather.
I understand that, but think about this. Let's make this applicable to music.
I'm with you.
What if somebody just made a song like that? That was, some people thought that it was out of this world insane, but then it becomes a classic.
I hear
That's
you.
Somebody that just threw something out there and didn't do it. So I think we should look at the Boots, whether we like them or not, as a blueprint to just do what makes you feel good.
Yeah, no, listen, you are 1,000% correct. Amazing way. Stop wrestling with fear. Out of all that you said, stop wrestling with fear resonates. And I want to exclude a couple artists. SZA, Summer Walker, Sabrina Claudio, Snow Allegra. You see I'm naming mostly women. Let's go to the men. Chris Brown, Miguel.
Lucky Day.
One time. Lucky Day. Okay. All right. And if you remember any more, please feel free right now because I'm about to move on. But those type of artists, they sing about what they're feeling. They sing about what they're going through. And when you hear that motherfucking song by Lucky Day,
cause I thought it was over, got me thinking my feelings over, you keep doing it over and over, you keep calling me.
ooh, when you hear that, you can't help but get up out your way. You understand me? You can't help but get up out your way. And music ain't doing that no more. These motherfuckers get stuck in the way. They getting stuck in the way. They falling down because of them big ass red boots. They can't get up. They can't run from nothing. They killing the ops. Okay? They outside. I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you earn doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope. Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
Yo, if you thought the McCrispy was bussin', hold up. Bacon and Ranch have entered the chat. Say hello to the Bacon Ranch McCrispy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's, limited time only.
What does it mean to be black and unlimited? It means being exactly who you are. To be unlimited in your potential. To be unlimited in your creativity. To be unlimited in your imagination. And to be unlimited in your vision. Throughout the year, join Walmart in amplifying the voices of black brands and creators, giving them a stage to spotlight their unlimited brilliance. That's Black and Unlimited. Visit walmart.com/black and unlimited to learn more. And you want to know why? Because the dream is real. The inspiration from others drive us forward. Their resilience pushes us to excel, and their path navigates the way towards freedom. Ford is proud to celebrate Black history, not just this month, but year round. They're committed to being the fuel for change, supporting Ford Fund programs centered around economic, educational, and empowerment opportunities for our communities to continue creating the future. Learn more at fordfund.org. Built Ford proud.
But here's the other thing, though. You named all of these artists, right?
Yeah.
And I 100% agree with that list that you gave. But I honestly am in a place, and I've always been in a place where I don't listen to a bunch of mainstream artists. So you still get that same feeling of that old school feel from these indie artists that are killing the game, that don't have all of the backing. So they're doing a lot of the things that they want to do and singing about things that are happening in their lives and doing that. So with what Latia said, I agree with, you know, being able to just do what feels good and do what's right for you.
Yeah.
And that was a good analogy.
No, she did. She did
but
great.
I think that it's crazy that it's so many people that literally sound the same.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear the same run.
Oh my God.
Don't want to hear them.
And the sad thing is they have great melodies, Sugar. That's the sad thing.
They do.
They got great melodies in these
but
rappers.
Their voices all sound the same.
Every last one of them. Every last one.
I'm annoyed by it.
Yeah, and I 100% agree. And I think too, like, to your point of like, when you talked about you don't really listen to like that type of music, right?
I don't listen to a whole lot of mainstream artists. So they all sound the same.
So mainstream, exact point, right? A lot of people say SZA and Summer Walker sound like. They don't be knowing who's the record until they see the Chiron. That's true. I mean, if you listen to some of their songs, there's a whole lot of similarity. But because back in the day, there was no similarity between Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. All right, they were distinct individuals, voice-wise, and I just had to give you some fun facts. But the point I'm trying to make, if we didn't hear today's music, we wouldn't be able to, relate it back to the past or not. Meaning, like, you listen to Kill Bill by SZA, that shit is giving me every, it's angst than a motherfucker because she's really trying to kill a man. But the point I'm trying to make is but that gives me such sincerity. I'm not comparing it to what's going on at all, but if you could break down the story, tell you like, damn, I feel it, like on some other shit. And anybody who wants to kill a boyfriend, girlfriend, or is in a relationship with like, I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up. So I guess the point I'm making is those titles, that subject matter. I mean, back in the day, you, me, and he, what we gonna do, baby? You know what I mean? Like you hinted at, you know what I mean, what was going on, but like this visual, and I love SZA, but this visual journey, this musical journey that gives you this visual to the word, it's like, but I would rather that than the bitch I'ma kill motherfucking, I kick the motherfucking cheek to the blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, when I see
you feel me? Bars, you felt that.
You put today's lyrics on 50 years ago hip-hop's beat.
Yeah, I did.
You know what?
I'm a genius. What, legit?
All those artists are those artists that had slow starts to the top. They weren't the ones that were just thrown out there. Like they kind of, like SZA really
she been around.
Work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? She's been around for a minute and she's kind of stayed on her square to who she was. SZA, Summer has been, I remember when Summer was trying to sing the singing group back in the days out here in Atlanta with some folks. You know what I'm saying?
Summer used to organize my wife in my closets. That's how long I know her.
Let's go,
baby.
Let's go. So she's put in work. So it's like the fast track artist that's kind of just thrown out there. They're trying to do with what's current, what's popping, what's going on. They don't have the stuff like this.
Sometimes when it takes time for you to peak, you last longer, right? So if you are already at your peak when you enter, you are going to do whatever the people tell you to do.
Yeah.
So that's like, it reminds me of people that peaked in high school. Baby, they look about dead now. Your girl had a slow rise because I was a little funny looking for a while.
Hey, Sugar.
But the rise.
They look what, Sugar? What you say they look? They look a little dead.
They look a little like, what happened to you? We was born the same year, baby.
Hey, Sugar. Oh, it's motherfuckers out here 75 that's 45, man. It's unbelievable.
Like, it's a sharecropper at 45.
A share.
Like, what the hell you been building all day? You 45.
Hey, bruh.
Y'all crazy.
No,
but yeah, really,
facts.
like if you peak early, you falling for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But if you rise slowly and you start peaking and peaking and peaking, then you closer to the end than you are at the beginning.
Hey, Sugar, listen to me, man. You speaking to me. You are speaking to me. Like, I've been in a business where everybody around me at each point on my journey that I was involved with started getting unbelievable success. Unbelievable, right? And it's like, I never twitched because I felt like I never wanted that type of success. And I was happy with my journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really have been happy with my journey. And then I think there's a word that I said, I think it was 2 episodes ago, freedom. We be talking about some money and the type of shit you want to buy. But when you have freedom to do as you please, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no, and I'm gonna tell you, I was double dutching with freedom for a long time because there's been plenty of time I be the entrepreneur y'all see and love, and I gotta go in that building and give me a check. And I get tired of the motherfuckers, and I start screaming freedom, and I get back out on that road, you know what I'm talking about? Then they goddamn need, you know what I'm saying, an injection. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck it, going back in the building. Never walked to Brooklyn for cheesecake, but I took that motherfucking check. But I want to tell y'all, that was almost a Martin Luther King moment. I'm here to tell you, that motherfucking freedom, that shit tastes different, man. And that's honestly, to your point of like peaking. I don't want to peak till I'm dead. I want the peak to happen when I'm up out this motherfucker. You hear me? Because I want to be able to grow continuously. I don't want to be everything at once. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, the disappointments and heartbreaks that come with feeling real life shit is gonna happen. That's part of life, whether you got a bag or not. So you might as well keep working with some level of humility and gratefulness. Huh? You ungrateful motherfuckers. You better keep climbing and be grateful you on that journey still, and you still got supporters and people that's rooting you on. And come on now. Because people, I'm telling you, get lost in the sauce. This monkey see, monkey do is real.
Listen, and this part of this segment is called self-reflection and therapy. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you, Dr. Sugar. You earned your PhD.
Kenny, I think you said something that was so dope. You said your journey, and I think a lot of your jewels come from your journey. And I think Sugar's right. Like when you have been on a crash course.
Hold on, Latia. You just hit a motherfucking Googleable. You just hit two Googleables.
Nice.
You said wrestling with fear, and you just said your jewels come from your journey. You better get some T-shirts made after this episode.
Listen, I just defeated death. You know what I'm saying? They almost lost me, so I'm here. My life is going to be completely warped. You know what I'm saying? I understand life and the journey. You know what I'm saying? But the jewels do come from your journey because, I mean, your journey is where you go through purging. That's where all the nonsense is burned off. That's where the character is developed to help you sustain where you are. Nice. So that when you get there, you don't peak so fast. And now you got to come up with a gimmick to keep yourself relevant. The journey keeps going. It's never ending. That's life. Woo! It ends when you integrate. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's Miles Monroe in his book. He said one of the richest places in the world is the graveyard. Because that's where a lot of the dreams and purpose are unfulfilled, or they died with something in them that it never really lived. You know what I'm saying? So I think embracing the journey, I mean, it makes you have a different type of gratitude when you arrive, because you never really arrive. As long as you're alive and you got purpose, and you're gonna always want to keep going. It helps you get out of bed in the morning. It helps you be original, because you realize, like, I don't want to be you. I like being me. I'm fine with you being you, but ain't nobody like me.
And it's okay.
Believe that. And it's okay to be you.
It's
you should
okay.
like being you.
Right.
It's okay to, every day. Let me tell you what I tell myself every day. And y'all might not believe this, but I believe this about me. And you should believe this about you if you listen, ladies and gentlemen. Tell yourself every morning, I'm top 5 dead or alive. And then once you reach another level, go to say that you top 3. Just keep going. Always believe.
Hold on. You lost me. Let me tell you something.
Wait.
Hold on. You were on fire. Yeah, I'm talking about you had said the child, and then you said top 5 dead alive, and you just turned to one of these goddamn rappers.
And
you gotta be.
Did y'all forget to put y'all's offering in for Latia? Because
please, my doctor bill is $99,186.37, and I don't got it no more. So please, I'm shaking my cup.
So wait, what happened, Latia? I saw what happened. Your bill got a little outstanding. What happened?
No, it's paid off by the grace of God. It's paid off. I have got insurance, and I have to pay the other portion. They paid a little bit, but yeah, it's paid off in full. But that's why I ain't got no coins, because I paid it off in full. So you know what I'm saying, collection plate. Thank you. But yeah,
shake something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Taylor, she just was cut open, man. Why you talking nasty to him?
Because he don't care.
I don't.
He's like, but they didn't cut open your
open for you.
I got heart pains.
Wife, where's your wife?
Yeah, where is your wife? Where is she?
Wait though.
We saw that 1 week, Sugar. We ain't seen her since.
No, she just came in. Y'all didn't hear the alarm.
Oh, Sugar.
So anyway,
shit. Wait a minute. What type of fucking Spidey senses superpower ears you got? This nigga said you didn't hear the alarm open? You didn't hear when she walked through the kitchen?
Front door open.
Front door open. Yeah, we heard that.
Yo, women, man, round of applause for women. You don't want to be talking no shit 2 people away from a woman.
Latia said top 5 dead or alive, and when you pass that, you got to say you top 3. Girl, what?
I tried to make a joke about it, but that was hard.
No, that was dope. Top 5 dead or alive, and
that's
say
so
you top 3.
Yeah,
and number 2 and number 3 ain't me. That's what I'm adding.
top 2.
You have to, because there's
dope.
so many discouraging things, even on social media, to make you feel like that you're inadequate, you're not enough. We got little girls that's wanting to go get BBLs, stuff in the face, lip injections at like 18, 16, 17. Like, you're not even developed. Every morning you have to speak over yourself, because it's monkey see, monkey do. And the people that you see doing it, they don't even know who they are. They're trying to find, and if not, create themselves to be something. No, people ain't really doing the work to really find out who they are at their core. You can't give people who you are when you ain't identified it yourself.
Can I tell y'all one thing?
All you're giving is somebody else.
Latia, I love your face, and that was amazing. And Sugar, you just broke down the 5 and not the 3, but the 2 and the 1 and the 1. I ain't even know. I was joking, but that shit is fire. You 3 for 3, Latia. But I want to say this. I was in the gym. I ain't gonna say that. Okay, I said it. I was in the gym, and you know, when you're in the gym, man, you know, you talk to everybody, especially if you're in there a lot. You know, all the people been coming so long, y'all know each other. So it was this girl in there. It's the most beautiful smile, right? But she had all the things, you know what I mean? And, you know, I'd be getting stretched, you know what I mean? And I'd be having a conversation with my spiritual advisor, Suki. Y'all see Suki on my Instagram when I'm getting stretched, right? So we be having conversations, and we was having a conversation because this particular person, beautiful. I mean, but, you know, she had the things, you know what I mean? I'm just like, why? Because I'm an energy person. And if you got an amazing, first of all, she's beautiful, but then you have an amazing smile, I don't even think you understand how valuable like that is, right? Presence, right? How you're showing up. And I was just like, why? And not that it doesn't look great, but I'm just saying, but why? And to your point, Latia, like, and I'm asking you, why do they feel that they have to do that? Because although it might look good in clothes, and I've never seen obviously anything naked. Why?
People hold their standard of success and beauty to somebody else's ruler. Like, that's whenever you're looking on social media and you see these people, you don't know what has been edited. You don't know what has been surgically altered. You don't know what is real and what is not. What somebody put in an app and cinched the waist, unless they app cheap and you see the wall cinched in. Baby, just be who you, but the thing also, let me scoot back. I really think the issue is these kids don't have a parent to look up to.
Facts.
That have done the work to know who they are. So their parents are a reflection of what they are already seeing on social media. So not saying anything against anybody who feels the need to do something to update or change things that they were born with, but it's normalized that these mamas are going to Miami or the DR or wherever to get the thing.
To Mexico and getting kidnapped and shot and kilted it.
And then,
oh my God.
And then the little girls are helping the mama get the faja on. You know what I'm saying? So
crazy.
Like, I never saw that. So maybe that's why that's not something that appeals to me. But I mean, I also have gotten to a point where I've done a lot of internal work to make sure that I'm okay with me.
Absolutely. But I want to say this. Do y'all remember I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? When Keenan Ivory Wayne is in the room with the light-skinned girl, and she took everything off but her torso. Okay? I'm talking about she popped her leg off. She popped the butt pads out. She popped her motherfucking wig off. That's today's woman. And I bless you, I feel so bad for men that are dating these women. I was just on a trip, and I won't say where because everybody will know who I'm talking about. And when I tell you these two 50-year-old, they had to be 40 to 50, but they were so done up and it looked like it hurt. You know what I'm talking about? And they really thinking they gonna do something and get something. So I don't, and it's sad that people can't love on people and make them feel loved enough where they ain't gotta go do that. And I guess that's my biggest problem with it. I'm talking about, to your point, Sugar, they didn't have the parents. They didn't have the love. They didn't have the love. Like, I mean, I wish I could hug a motherfucker sometime, just like if they thought that I was goals, to hold them and let them know they was enough, because the shit be a little too like, you're not gonna be healthy at the end of the day. Fuck the looks right now, but you're going to die 10 years earlier. You know what I mean? You're going to die 20 years early because of these types of things you're doing to yourself.
But here's the thing, though, KB. You said, I wish that I could love and hug them and let them know that they're enough. But the problem is,
right,
they need to do that for themselves.
Right.
Because no matter who comes around and who tells them that they're enough, if they don't believe it, what you say
doesn't matter.
Goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, but I think it comes to
you
to
gotta
your,
believe it.
You know, to your point though, if they experienced it and saw what it looked like, they would know how to do it, I think. And I think that's a lot of the problem with our communities. You know, they don't see enough of it. Thus the reason I'm always bringing up the music. Thus the reason I'm always having these conversations about relationships. Thus the reason I'm also, like you just mentioned, talking about how to love and honor thyself. How to fucking prepare your life and be okay with your life and not somebody else's. I'm doing this shit every week because I just feel like motherfuckers don't have that resource. They don't have those parents, those aunties, those uncles, those friends. And I want to talk to the friend group and the peer groups out here.
That's the one.
You have to check your friends. You cannot allow your friends to do things that are harmful to themselves and to your friend group or peer group or family. You have to check them. There's no more going forward with not saying nothing. Guaranteed, if you are friends with somebody, even if they don't do what you say, they heard you. And if you say it enough, just like you know if you was to receive some information, you gonna implement some shit. You fuck around, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that ain't in line with what you supposed to be doing. That's just the law of attraction. You gonna keep putting around you on accident or on purpose the things you need to have around you. Think about what I'm saying. I'm getting out of niggerdom, right? And you could ask Tiffany outside of this conversation. I hold Tiffany to a certain standard because I feel like I've invested in Tiffany, not invested financially. I'm talking about in her, like her life. And I don't be talking about none of the shit I do for Tiffany, none of that shit. But I do that into everybody I take a liking to. It costs me nothing. It costs me nothing to pour into a motherfucker where I see something you don't. If we could do that in our friend, in our peer group, just with our friends, somebody gonna leave that motherfucking friend group and go do it somewhere else. They gonna spy somebody. I promise you.
Listen, it feels like you have been in one of my group chats because it's 3 people that I'm in a group chat with right now that I went to undergrad with. They're a little bit younger than me, but we're a very tight-knit group. Yeah. Right? So we developed this new group chat because everybody's trying to get on their fitness, right? One girl and her husband have been having 6-figure months for like the last year and a half because they've just done really well, gotten the right people around them, gotten in the right rooms, all of the things. But what I was telling one of my other homegirls was I'm glad that she puts all of that in our group chat and helps us to know what else we can do.
Turns you up.
But she also listens in our areas of expertise. She doesn't think she has arrived. Like Latia said, we don't arrive until we die.
Hello?
So I think it's a great thing to have people around you that have so many different things to offer that no matter the day, no matter the conversation, no matter what the subject matter is, you getting something from me, I'm getting something from you. Yeah. And there's still accountability there. Like if you learning how to do your makeup, right?
Yeah.
And we need to get on Zoom to try to help you because sis, your makeup ain't makeuping. And you listen to
makeup
me,
ain't makeuping?
You know, whatever. And but if you listen to me and apply it, that's great. If I'm not doing well with my finances and I listen to you and apply it, that's great. Everybody brings something different to the table, and that accountability of what do you have and I'm able to listen to, man, it's a different vibe.
And it's important, man. Go ahead, Latia.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I think it's amazing that, you know, we can't choose the family that we're born into. We can't choose our parents. We can't choose that. The only relationships and family that we can create is when we pick our spouses and when we pick our friends. So I agree. I hold that to such a huge standard. And I think that's so dope to have like a friend circle or accountability circle because first off, usually when you have somebody that's doing 6 or 7 figures in the group, I believe in keeping the spirit of humility, because once people reach a certain level, they feel like they can't hear or take notes from a person who may not be doing as much as they are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care whether it's a bird on the street or a person that may be homeless outside. You can get wisdom from anywhere. So it takes a sense of humility to be able to give ear to say, you know what, I'll listen to you. And even if you don't listen, but at least hear. And then you never know, one day their words might pop back in your spirit like, you know what, somebody said that. So
or you might be reminded from somebody else of the same things, and that's God. If y'all hearing something 4, 5, 6, 10 times in the matter of a span of when you need to hear it, that's God. You better take heed to them words. Y'all keep playing with your motherfucking lives if you want to. Well, listen, y'all, I think that, you know, we are doing God's work with these conversations. I feel like, you know, every episode somebody gets something fruitful to plant in their spirits, and I feel like, you know, this monkey see, monkey do has to stop. You know, and I want you guys to go around individual and start with you, Tayule, and just talk about, you know, or give your make a statement on monkey see, monkey do.
I think Sugar alluded to it earlier, and again, I had this conversation a couple of days ago when I did a live about a book from Bell Hooks called It's About Love, really. And that has to come inward before the community can benefit from that. And right now, the culture is all about marketability and not originality. And that's because there's a lack of self-love, right? So hopefully this brother who's starting this venture is transparency can only happen when there really is self-love. Right? And I don't care what venture you're in, music, relationship, if there is no love, that brother doesn't approach this with love, there will be no transparency. He has to want to love to see people prosper, be original, be themselves, or he'll just turn into another vulture. So, you know, love yourself. That way the community can be affected by it. And if the community is affected by it, then the community creates a culture of originality where we're not all just trying to have BBLs at 65, but your vulva is 80. That's not how it works.
And I just want to add to that, there's many black culture vultures as there are white. Latia.
Yes, there are. Yes.
Yeah, I think that the monkey see, monkey do, and I hate using the word monkey because monkey, you know, it's not. Yeah, you know, and it's not a black thing, white thing, yellow thing. It's just a people, human thing. I think that lack of purpose will force you to try to be a replica, a duplicate of somebody else. Tap into the God in your core that's inside of you. Find out who you are and be a great original, because you're robbing the world of whatever it is that you're supposed to contribute. And now we don't have what you were set on this earth to give because you want to be somebody else. The best person to be is yourself.
Shit, me today. What you on? You have been delivered from surgery.
Perks and Percocets got her going.
Perk 10, I just popped up Perk 10. Perk 30, I just popped up Perk 30.
Dr. Sugar, let him have it, baby.
So, I mean, Latia and Tayule, y'all know that I'm always going to say, take the time to know who you are. So I think it's really important to make sure that we are really, really, in my KB voice, doubling down on that. Yeah. You got to know who you are so you're not trying to morph into somebody else, whether you're doing it on purpose or whether you're doing it because you just keep listening to that same person and then you taking their words and trying to make them yours. They're not. And, you know, with the term monkey see, monkey do, a lot of times when we think of that, we think of a negative connotation. But maybe sometimes if you see something and you can do it in your own way, maybe you do need to see it and do it. But, you know, you ain't got to be a monkey about it.
Hey, hello. Take that in the foot. I want to close out by saying basically what we started off talking about, that monkey. You gotta get that monkey off your back. There were so many different things with that monkey from the Gamma promo. Get that monkey off your back now. The monkey will stay. Matter of fact, you will become the monkey if you don't get it off your back. I don't want you to don't let that go over your head. But ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity in this world, and that's to make it what you want it to be. I suggest we start doing that. I suggest we start owning our individual pieces in this world as well. And I think that's one thing I got out of that promo, because we're not owning enough. We're not owning enough. Small to large, we're not owning enough. And you should have ownership. So with that said, Monkey See, Monkey Do, episode 23. Get that monkey off your back. And don't become no monkey. Ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 23. Monkey See, Monkey Do. I hope you got something out of it. Before we leave you, must tell you one thing. On the count of 3, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. The dream is
real.
All righty. See you next week. Peace.
The dream is real.